I get asked a lot, if you could think of one skill that is really the critical factor to someone being successful or not, what would it be? Well, we're going to talk about that one vital skill and how you can make it work for you coming up next. Hi everybody, my name is Dee Burks and this is Retirement Rescue, where we talk about how to make money, save money, and create a retirement from nothing. Well, some of the ways we do that is to invest, create businesses, create online classes. There are so many things we do to make money and create that life that we want to live. But I get asked a lot, okay, what's the one thing I need to know, the one thing I need to be good at to do any of these things? And I can tell you from my own experience, the one critical factor between success and failure is the ability to execute, to actually do it. And when I say do it, I mean you have to be able to get past your fear and start things and see them through, execute completely with imperfect information. Now that last part, the imperfect information, is the thing that trips people up the most. Not having all the information, not having all the data, not knowing if you're going to succeed or fail is what keeps so many people from even starting or considering doing something to improve their life. They are so afraid and they create in their mind this big monster, oh, it's going to be so hard, that they never even try. But you have got to be able to actually do what you want to do, to start what you want to start, and continue it, or you never get to the finish line. This is like the ultimate failure to launch. And it is a huge roadblock for people. And basically all it is your fear/anxiety, because fear is anxiety, that convinces you to wait. You know, if you just wait, you'll have more information. If you just wait, you'll learn more. Maybe you should wait and take a class. Maybe you should wait and talk to someone else. Maybe you should wait and watch 58 more YouTube videos, which hopefully are mine. Please smash the like button and click subscribe. But all that fear and anxiety does is make it hard for you to ever start. It keeps you in that comfort zone. Now, I talk a lot about planning. I don't think people spend enough time planning and thinking through what they're going to do. However, you've got to execute. One of the interesting things about Amazon and Jeff Bezos is the fact that he is insistent on his teams executing with imperfect information. He would rather fail forward than sit back and never attempt because they're waiting on data. There's something to be said for that. One of the things you have to be really comfortable with is the idea that you're going to, quote, fail. Now let's talk about that word. Fail doesn't mean you've totally wrecked the bus. It just means you took the wrong exit. What do you do on the highway if you take the wrong exit? You whip it back around and get back on the highway. That's what you do. You alter what you're doing. You tweak it. You find something better. Find something that works a little better. And as you go along, you're tweaking and changing and improving. But if you're back here thinking, well, I can't start until I'm perfect, you never start. And so that's really that philosophy. It is the philosophy that kind of drives Amazon. Fail forward. Keep going. Tweak as you go. That is very hard for some people to grasp. And it's difficult because you want to do everything right the first time, and we all do. But honestly, if you don't fail, you don't learn. And so when you think about failure, just think about it as a learning opportunity. It doesn't prevent you from keeping going. Unless you choose to, and a lot of people will choose to. They take the wrong exit, they just give up. And you don't want to be one of those people. And one of the things that's kind of, I don't know, unique to humans, I guess, is that we have this dread of how it's going to be. Oh, I'm going to have to learn all this stuff, and oh, it's going to be hard. And we create in our minds this huge thing. And it's going to be this, oh my goodness, overwhelming. And before you know it, you're completely overwhelmed before you even begin. And that is super easy. And let me give you an example of that. When I thought about doing a YouTube channel, honestly, I've thought about it for a long time. And when I finally got serious, I still waited several months before I even put up my first YouTube video. Because I didn't know how to edit a video. I didn't know how to film a video. I'd never used any of that equipment. And I thought, oh man, it's going to be this whole thing. It wasn't that big a deal. Granted, my videos aren't, cinematic wonders. But hey, it works. And it was way easier than I had imagined it to be in my mind. And it was way better. It turns out I really enjoy it. So sometimes we build things up in our mind to convince ourselves not to try, when really it ends up being something we really enjoy. So don't punish yourself like that. Go ahead and jump in there with imperfect knowledge and just work your way through it. That's the cure. Now, one of the best ways to start to learn to execute, start with small stuff. Force yourself to do one thing and see it through. If you want to write a book, write a whole book. Stop writing 100 pages and then stick it in a drawer. Write an entire book. Convince yourself you can see it through. If you want to do a YouTube channel, learn to edit a video. Film a little video on your phone. Learn to edit it. Convince yourself you can do it. Start with something small. And then as you gain the confidence in yourself, you will begin to execute on these big ideas, on the large ideas, the things that really kind of scare you. And honestly, if your goal isn't scaring you a little bit, it's not a big enough goal. So start with the small things and teach yourself to execute those, then move on to these big ideas. And you will be able to be much more successful than you have ever been thus far. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.